Okay, I believe it says we are live. Okay. um, I have Angel Gotti at 8:15. Okay. So my brother's got another live stream to do with Miss Gotti at 8:15. Okay. So we are live. I know I started 2 minutes early. That's okay. A couple more people might trickle in. And I have plenty of content for tonight's live stream. I really do. It's like I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Um, I just did a hard copy of the stats on being a content creator. Okay. It's almost 7. Almost there. We're almost ready to officially get started. Just waiting for a couple more people to trickle in. Starbucks baristas on strike. Oh my God. This news story I understand. We're almost ready. It's almost 7 o'clock. Title, is it correct? Out Starbucks. Did I misspell it? I must have misspelled it. That's all right. My brother's in the room, and so is Gear Up Survival. I decided to start live streaming again to build my community. I've been sadly lacking, so we're going to start doing this every week and put a time limit on it because my brother's got another stream to go to. So only a few seconds to go. Officially turned 7 o'clock. We can officially get started. I got everything set up. Everything's working. Ignore any trolls and let Wyatt handle them if they come. Eventually, they will go away when there is nothing. All right, it's 7 o'clock. All right, good evening, everyone. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, flying in the territory of Starbucks. That's our destination. Apparently, some of the baristas want to go on strike. I needed a topic for conversation, so I picked this one. There are a couple other news stories. One news story, I dropped the story because I couldn't get all the facts, so I had to drop it. What was the story? Apparently, there was a restaurant here in Springfield, Missouri, and he was hiring Cubans. And then he said something about, well, Trump is cracking down on illegal immigration, and because I have to let my employees go because they're not legal, ICE is coming to take them. I have to close my restaurant. I'm going, okay, number one, you just said you hire illegals. Number two, I couldn't get the facts because he said something about he only hires Cubans. So I was going to try to email somebody to get me the facts. Did he only hire Cubans? If you were non-Cuban, you wouldn't get the job. I couldn't get that exact fact. So I had to drop the story. But if he chose to close this restaurant, that's his choosing. It's like the buck stops with you. You own a business and you're afraid that, I can't get enough people from Cuba or Argentina, wherever you want to hire them from. Expand your hiring range. You're there to make money. I mean, I understand if you're from Cuba or Argentina, you want to hire people of your tribe, great. But you need to think outside the box. You're there to run a restaurant and service the public. I'm just saying there's plenty of a good labor pool in the Ozarks to pick from. But I had to drop that story because I couldn't get the fact, did he only hire Cubans? And if that is and if that's the case, if you're a non-Cuban, you don't get the job. So that's open discrimination right there. But I couldn't get the facts on it, so I had to drop that story. But the one I want to talk about right now is the Starbucks ones. Have you heard about this? More than 2,000 Starbucks baristas at 120 U.S. stores have gone on strike. Boo-hoo-hoo. Oh, my God. Let's see. I'm also trying to keep up with the comments here so I can read your comments on air. Sunday, to protest a new dress code. They're protesting a dress code. Heaven forbid. Oh, my God. According to Starbucks, Workers United, a union representing the coffee giants' U.S. workers. Workers United, they let a union in there? Oh, my God. That's... Oh, my Starbucks, why did you let a union? They're baristas. If you don't like who you're working for, don't work there. You got 2 feet. People quit their jobs every day. Why is everyone deleting their messages? I was unaware people are deleting messages. Maybe they're trolls. And I got a moderator in the room, so yeah. Yeah. Okay, so giant. Okay, more than this is laughable. This story is totally laughable. So Starbucks has a dress code policy. You have to wear black or khaki pants. Most everywhere you go work, they have a dress code. So what? You don't like it, don't work there. It's that simple. Oh my God. What are they doing? Crying? Oh, they're making us wear black slacks. That's so unfair. Really? Oh my God. Unions are controlled by the mob. Not so much anymore. I mean, if you watch a lot of movies, you would think so. But that's not the case anymore. Not in 2025. Starbucks baristas are on strike. Oh my gosh. I'm going to learn how to screen share. So I'll probably do that when I get done here. I may do that with my brother so he can watch the other end, because I need to have somebody at the other end. So because I got to learn how to screen share. I just need somebody at the other end.
I don't understand how that's in good faith of letting us express ourselves. I don't understand how that's supposed to embody craft and culture and bring us back to that.
Oops, I did not mean to play that reel. Oh, but you got to see this reel. These people are crybabies. Oh my gosh. Starbucks baristas are on strike. Oh, they can't wear colorful or patterned clothes anymore. Even ones, well, it's a private corporation. And if you don't cooperate, they're going to hire somebody else. I'm learning from everyone's live stream. I'm not a professional live streamer, so I'm not a one to learn from. But as soon as I learn how to screen share, things will be different. Hi, Jeremiah, and everyone else. Jerry Piano Bar. Cool. Okay. As soon as I learn how to screen share, things will be different. Let's see. You got to watch this video. So I'm going to push watch again.
I don't understand how that's in good faith of letting us express ourselves. I don't understand how that's supposed to embody craft and culture and bring us back to that coffee house kind of vibe that Starbucks is asking for. I don't understand how that's in good faith of letting us express ourselves.
When you work for somebody else, you don't get to express yourself. You wear what they tell you to wear. You get a paycheck. That's how it works. You don't go in there and tell your employer I feel like this today. I feel like wearing red when the dress code is black. No, that's not how this works, because they'll just get rid of you. They'll just not schedule you. That's how they do it. And there's plenty of people looking for work. Starbucks is an unskilled job. They can get people that want to get they can pull people right from McDonald's. Would you like to come and work for Starbucks? We'll pay you an extra $2 an hour. Sure. All you got to do is make those fancy coffees, right? Lattes and everything else. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is laughable. It's one thing. I mean, I seen another news article today about the public schools want some kind of dress code, how they had to pass a bill for hair discrimination. You can't discriminate against somebody because of the color of their hair or style of their hair. But that's kind of always been a thing. Employers and school districts always had a dress code. I mean, you can't walk into a good paying job, a living wage job, haircut, well, before they'd probably hire you. I mean, I guess if you're a really damn good welder, yeah, you'll get the job if you have the skill set that they're looking for. Let's see. So the fact these baristas are protesting a dress code. Well, let's see. This one's got 3,500 comments. Oh my gosh. 386 comments. That's what people are saying. This person says, grow up. This person over here says, wham, wham, wham. This guy here says, work somewhere else. So that's what I'm saying. You don't like the Starbucks dress code, don't work there. People quit their jobs every day. You got 2 feet, use them. This person says, Starbucks is nothing but a bunch of sugary drinks and total waste of money. I agree. Not to mention any Starbucks drink these days costs almost as much as a meal. Yeah. But you know that going in there, you know a good cafe mocha is going to run you $9 and $10, right? You're going to pay that much for a drink. This person says, a generation of mocha soy latte, safe space, purple hair, illiterate, unskilled, whiny. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. I need a day off because I can't get to work early. Privileged pansies. McD and the military wear uniforms. You dolts. I'm just reading the comments that people are sending in. You can always work at a factory. Yeah. Boy, those factory jobs. Or you can work in a coal mine. How's that to go work in a coal mine? It's dark. It's hot. And it's just not a pleasant work environment. You may have the greatest boss who treats you right, but the working conditions are just horrible in a coal mine. Starbucks is going to put themselves out of business. I don't think so, but they have a lot of competition though. Like Seventh Brew and a whole bunch of other coffee companies all over. Seventh Brew is getting real popular. This person says, hello, hanger. Starbucks going to put themselves out of business. No, I don't think so. Customers don't care about a new dress code. Get a new job so the people that don't care about dress codes can take it. Dress codes keep the business looking good. I agree. There's nothing wrong with having a dress code. Some of these employees, let me say, eventually Starbucks is going to hire artificial intelligence to replace you. You think not? Let's just stop just got back from Dangerous Toys' funeral. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? We need to dedicate this to Dangerous Toys. Oh my gosh. We lost somebody. And I kind of blame myself in a way because what happened was I built this community and then I kind of stopped streaming for a while. I should have kept doing it no matter what. Because what happens is when they call it a parasocial relationship, you get attached to your content creator. When I live stream, that gives me the ability to engage the audience. Now, I had a live stream a while back that, boy, I effed up really bad. But now I'm a lot more careful. I make sure my belly's full. I've had plenty to drink, and I'm well rested before coming on the air. And I got a moderator in here now, so that keeps the trolls out. Better not go live. Boy, better not go live. I am live. I'm going to go live whether you like it or not. Just got back from Dangerous Toys' funeral. I feel bad. I feel bad for Dangerous Toys. Because, see, when I stopped streaming, I think Dangerous Toys enjoyed my live streams because they gave him the opportunity to engage. They gave him the opportunity of belonging to a community. He got to come on my live stream, and I think he looked forward to it. And this is my guess. This is my guess what happened to Dangerous Toys. He got attached, and he had something to look forward to every week. This coming on my live stream and being a part of this community that I'm trying to build. When I quit, when I stopped doing that, I didn't stop making videos. My channel even went down for a couple of days, not for very long, because I had another guy who begged me to come back, and I did. And it was Gear Up Survival. And I want to thank Gear Up Survival because he kind of convinced me to come back. It was that YouTube video he made. And because this guy here lost his battle with depression. Because, how can I explain? He got attached and he looked forward to coming on my live stream every week. And he had this support group, I guess, in a way. It got him through the next week. And when I took that away, I didn't stop making videos. There's a difference between making hard copy videos and live streaming. I wanted to address what happened to him, and I kind of blame myself for what happened because this is the downside of being a content creator. You don't realize how much of an impact you may be having on somebody. You may think, well, nobody watches my videos. Nobody watches my live streams. How am I making a difference? Well, we just learned just now that apparently I did have an impact and I did make a difference. Positive and negative, there's a downside to being a content creator. And I miss these live streams that I used to do. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start inviting people back on. Right now, I'm not quite ready for that just yet. But I'm going to get with my brother and we're going to attempt another live stream this week as an experiment just to see that I can screen share. So I'm going to be running some tests. If you see me go live and you want to join me, that's fine, but we're running tests. I don't know what day we're going to do that. It's not going to be on a Sunday during my main live stream. because I want to be able to. If I have to, I'll hook up the camera to the main desktop. That has 2 monitors. But I think I can do it with just this laptop. It's a matter of opening up different tabs and re-entering the studio. Someone. Hello, Jeremiah. Could you let us know which day live this week in a community post? We're going to do live every Sunday night. As far as the test, I'm going to get together with my brother. Yes, I'll let everybody know. Then when I do if we do like on a Wednesday or Thursday, it's not my main live stream. We're just running tests to make sure that I can screen share. We're going to test a few other things out. I have a couple of posters for you, Jeremiah. A couple of posters. I don't know what that means. Okay. Could you let us know? Okay. Well, I got 19 people in here, so it's not doing too bad. Our main topic was we had a dress code at Bath and Body Works. Every employer has a dress code. There's nothing wrong with having a dress code. Nothing at all. If you own a business, you're free to have a dress code. Absolutely you are. And if your employees don't like it, go somewhere else. This is laughable. This is totally laughable. This other person here, another comment here. So back to the Starbucks deal. This person says they can find new jobs. Every job has a dress code. No one cares about your politics all over your shirts either. Make my overpriced latte and make me be on my way. I believe Starbucks wants their employees to look halfway decent when they come into work. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. You are a pro now going live. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I know that I'm starting to live stream again, and hopefully probably the next couple of weeks I can start bringing people back on. Right now I'm not 100% comfortable doing that just yet. But I've got a moderator, so okay. God forbid a business enforces a dress code like every other business in America does. These people are crybabies. I have a Star Trek and the Sopranos posters for you. Cool. I'm a big fan of the Sopranos. I thought Marxists yearn for uniformity. I don't know what this means. This guy, Kevin, says, oh, FFS, protesting over nonsense. What's FFS? Only hurting union movement. I was once one of your guests a few months ago, if you remember on your live stream. It was your last one before you paused for a while. Okay, cool. Yeah. I promise I'm going to get better at this. Oh, for fuck's sakes off. Is that what that means? For fuck's sakes? Okay. I didn't know what FFS stood for. Thank you. I did not know. I don't know all this lingo all the time. People abbreviate so much stuff. Wham, wham, wham. Oh my God. What a bunch of losers. I agree. This is totally, it's not that they're protesting for higher wages. You know what's going to happen? I had a train of thought, and now I got my train of thought back. Once to stop, an unscrupulous person like me from creating an AI bot. In other words, I've been to Silver Dollar City, and we have this flooded mind. I've also been to Disney World. Ever been to Disney World? They have these animatronic presidents. Ever see that? Was it Disney World or Universal? I think it's Disney World. They have these presidents, and they're animatronics, and they look so. This is back then. I'm sure they're way more advanced. And at Steal Your Dollar City down there in Branson, they got animatronics in the flooded mine, if they still have the flooded mine. But what's to stop? I've seen these people build these androids or robots. They call it androids. Technically, that's what you're supposed to call them. Like sex dolls. They look realistic, right? They're companions. They can now sell them for about $200,000 a unit. They have somewhat movable arms, and they have wheels on their feet, so they gives them some movement. And women now too can buy them as a companion. What I was thinking is, what's to stop an unscrupulous person like myself from taking that technology, getting that price point below $100,000, then going to McDonald's. Instead of using them as a companion, I can replace minimum wage employees like Starbucks. So next time you get your latte, it's given to you by a robot, an android. See, all I have to do is give it basic animatronics, enough they can move. I could put them at the French fry station, drop the fries in, take the fries out. How basic is that? With a basic AI learning program. Then I would network them together. Now they have basic animatronics, AI learning program, and a network. And it's run through a central computer. Now, if I'm thinking this, who else is thinking that? I can replace every employee at McDonald's with an android. A basic, please super chat people, it helps out. A basic, the technology is there. Someone like me, instead of selling these robots to lonely men, I'd sell them to McDonald's. I'd go into McDonald's and go, I can sell you 100 of these robots, and for $75,000 a unit. Comes with a warranty. We'll send a technician to make sure everything's up and running. These robots will be placed at every station at McDonald's. One does fries, the other does burgers, the other does drinks. They are already replacing people with kiosks. No, this is a step up from kiosk. When you go into McDonald's, instead of a human making your French fries, it looks like a human, but it's a doll with basic animatronics. They put the fries in, take the fries out. Another one is making your drinks. Another one is making your burgers. They have wheels on their feet, so they have some mobility, and they're networked. They are networked through a central computer. Each of them have a basic AI learning program. That technology is all there. All you have to do is connect the dots. And if I'm thinking this, who else is thinking this? I can replace every McDonald's employee. You don't like my dress code? Done. I got a robot to take your job. This is coming. I know that they're marketing them. Would you get a robot girlfriend? Hell no. No way. This is bad as Bud Bundy on Married with Children. I remember that character. Kelly used to make fun of him because he had a plastic woman in his room. Because I guess they portrayed him as a guy who couldn't get laid. And yet on the show, Bud Bundy would score. And then next week, he's back to being a virgin again. Now, those of you, if you're not familiar, I'm talking about Married with Children. There's a character named Bud Bundy, and he was supposed to be this pathetic loser who couldn't get a girlfriend, who couldn't get laid. And yet, I'd see him score. And then the next week, it's like it didn't happen. He gets lucky, and then next week he's a virgin all over again. Now, wait a minute. I just seen him score with a hot chick last week on last week's episode. How can this be? This is totally funny. I know, it's just a TV show. But this guy made a comment. Would you get a robot girlfriend? Hell no. Sounds like a spinoff of Beavis and Butthead. No, Married with Children was on from 1987 to 1996. That's an old show from a long time ago. It wouldn't get made today, by the way. Well, with all Al Bundy's fat jokes, you couldn't get away with that today. I want a balloon. You already got one. Yeah, you couldn't get away with that today. That's sad because I'm learning how to do this. Thanks. Well, we're going to be learning a lot more because I'm going to learn how to screen share later this week. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to have my brother at the other end, and we're going to figure out a few things. This will give me a lot more, be able to do a lot more. Because Asmund Gold, he does video reactions. So yeah, I don't do video reactions as much as I do article reactions or reacting to people's comments. Because I'm reading the comment section from the story that I got up on my screen about Starbucks baristas. I got a lot of content to film this week because I'm going through the KY3 news stories, and this one's the most funniest. Where is the furthest you've ever traveled? YouTube stuff on how to use StreamYards. Here's a few good tutorials. And yeah, because Gear Up Survival, he just learned how to do it himself. So you know what? I got to do that too. The furthest you've ever traveled? Texas. The Cylons are taking over. Yeah, soon they will. I agree. I'm a Battlestar Galactica fan. When they build these male and female companions, there's going to be people like me who will say, I can use them to make French fries. I can use them as employees. What about, nah. What's to stop companies from using them as employees rather than love companions? They'll start out as love companions, but someone like me is thinking, well, if it can cook and clean and cook your meal at home and make you a cup of coffee, shoot, I can teach it to make French fries. That's how I think. But is AI taking our jobs? It soon will. It soon will. I don't think we can stop it. I really don't. Okay, back to Starbucks. Hope they all get fired for what a stupid reason to strike. Unfortunately, they're protected by a union at various locations, not all locations. Some of them are franchised. Ridiculous. Uniforms color theme isn't a bad thing. They were at work representing a company, not their individuality. Wham, wham, wham. I agree. Oh no, people can't buy $10 coffees. The definition of non-essential employees. What's going to happen is Starbucks is going to figure out how to replace them. That's coming. That's coming. Besides, you're already disconnected from the McDonald's employees or whatever fast food place you go to. You order through a microphone. You pick it up at a window. You don't have any relationship with the workforce there, do you? Not really. You speak through a microphone. Those are being replaced by AI. You may not even be talking to a person. When you pick it up at the window, it might be a robot handing it to you. Remember the fembots from Jamie Summers? Yes. Yes, I remember the fembots. Wyatt Herb says, I've been to Alaska and Mexico, but the furthest I've ever been to is Ireland. The furthest I've ever been, I think, would be Disney World. My dad and I went to Disney World, Universal, one year. Yeah. The Fembots from Jamie Summers. Yes. Matter of fact, talk about the Fembots from Jamie Summers. Did you know that's the most popular episode of the entire series? There's one that's a 3-parter called Kill Oscar, and there's another one that's a 2-parter called The Return of the Fembots. That's the only episodes the fans ever talk about. What about the rest of the episodes? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. She was good looking. Yeah, Jamie Summers. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Fembot episodes are the only ones the fans remember, the only ones they talk about. The rest of the series gets forgotten. It's kind of like the topic I did on my last video about being a content creator. How you can have a couple of really good videos that get really popular, like having a hit song, and nobody cares for the rest of it. It's true with MASH. It's true with Star Trek, or with any TV series. There's a few episodes that stand out. The rest of them are just there. But see, when you're a content creator, what goes up comes down. That's what I think is going on with Ben Shapiro right now, is that he was popular. Now somebody else is going to be popular. Hate to tell you this, nobody stays popular forever. Nobody. With 114 million active YouTube channels, that's a lot. Luckily, I don't do this for a living. This is just a hobby to me. But I'm trying to live stream every week because I need to stay in touch with all of you. We're going to start bringing people on again soon. And that'll make my live streams more interesting. For sure. Because I need to get my subscriber count back up. Start growing my channel again. Since I went back to work full time, I'm not as dedicated to YouTube as I once was. When is your next day off? I don't know. I really don't know when my next day off is. The schedules will come out, I think, at midnight. But I'm supposed to work tomorrow night, so I'll go in tomorrow night and look at the schedule because it's going to change this week. So I don't know. I'm guessing Wednesday, but it's just a guess. This guy Jose says Starbucks said the new rules would make its green apron stand out and create a sense of familiarity for customers as it tries to establish a warmer, more welcoming feeling in its stores. Exactly. It's their store. They can have any dress code they want. These guys are so clueless. First of all, I don't need a sense of familiarity. If I walk into a Starbucks, it's because I want to be there. Well, there needs to be a sense of familiarity. I mean, it's more like consistency. That's the word that I think this guy's looking for. Consistency. Because I want to be there. Second, I need their stores to feel like a coffee shop. Not like some utilitarian box where I'm just a cog in their assembly line. Clueless. A coffee shop? It does feel like a coffee shop. Besides, they got competition now. Oh, yeah, there's coffee shops everywhere now. They got a lot of competitors, so they have to do something. Grow up. A dress code for a company is normal, and the business has been on decline for years. Yeah, it's been on decline. They got competitors. Stop acting like a child. That's a lame excuse. A toxic environment is a better excuse. They go on strike for any reason they come up with. That's about the gist of it. A bunch of whining crybabies. And I'll say it again. You don't like who you're working for, don't work there. People quit their jobs all the time. You got 2 feet, use them. This person says there are many reasons to strike, like low pay. Again, even with low pay, that's a good reason to strike. But you can always just pick up your feet and quit. Difficulty in getting leaves, few benefits, etc. Yeah, there's few benefits. Talking about benefits, I think we had a paid sick leave that failed to pass the Senate. That's a whole nother topic. I need to do some research on that. I picked this topic because I could understand it. There's a couple other stories that I didn't fully understand what was going on, so I ran with this one. There's an old saying, keep it simple, keep it simple. Keep it simple. They need matching shirts, but the pants can be different. But everyone needs to wear an apron. Yeah, everyone's got to wear an apron. Next, they'll be protesting that too. I guarantee it. You give them an inch, they take a mile. In for a penny, in for a pound. I want to show individuality. You can do that at home. When you go to work, you wear a uniform. My mom was a nurse. They had to wear uniforms. Mom had to wear a uniform. Back in the day, they used to wear white. Now they still have to wear uniforms, but now they're like multicolored. I think they wear scrubs now. But depending on the color of the scrub, I think determines your job. Like the nurse's aide, they wear one color. The people that clean the rooms wear another color. And they need to wear hairnets. Exactly. I agree. It's a food. The health department usually matches. Yeah, I agree. They need to wear hairnets. Like any restaurant. Absolutely they should. The business golden rule. He, she who has the gold rules. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the horror. Only being able to wear a khaki, black, or Jan slacks. Most people are really laughing at this. It's a joke. It really is a joke. And these employees deserve to lose their jobs. Any tornadoes near you? Oh, I checked into that. No, there aren't. They're closer to, I think, Oklahoma. Where would they be? Let's go to the weather app. Let's look at the map. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's break down a little bit. I'm the blue dot. Okay, all the heavy stuff seems to be south of Springfield, south of Nixa, south of Joplin. Seems to be on the border closer to Bentonville, Arkansas. Between the Missouri-Arkansas border, it looks like. I'm just looking at the map here. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. Oh, we got some heavy stuff coming in. Oh, my God. Look at that supercell. Oh, crap. Wow. Yeah, I think between midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be pretty bad. But I got a lot of videos, hard copy videos to make. As soon as I learn how to screen share, oh my gosh, it's gonna change the way I do videos. I dated a girl who was in love with Brad Pitt, who is from your area, as you know. Yeah, Brad Pitt is from here. Don Johnson is from south of here. Where was he from? He's from this area too. Yeah, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are the last of the movie stars. Wow. I like Brad Pitt. Ironically, my favorite movie is Meet Joe Black. As far as a Brad Pitt movie, he's made some other ones, but Tom Cruise, oh, there are some good movies coming out. Final Destination Bloodlines. Oh, can't wait to see that one. I've seen the Superman trailer. Yeah, it looks okay. Megan 2.0. Yes. Fight Club. Yes, Fight Club is another good Brad Pitt. Thank you, Garrett. Yes, I love Fight Club. I want you to hit me as fast, as hard as you can. That was a good movie. I loved it. Oh my God. That was a good one. First rule of Fight Club, don't mention Fight Club. Benjamin Button. Yes, that's another goodie. Yes. Yes, I love Benjamin Button. Top Gun, not Top Gun, but Mission Impossible, The Last Reckoning, or The Final Reckoning. That looks good. Megan 2.0. Megan 2.0. That looks good. That robot girl, that evil robot, now has to battle a more evil robot. Kind of like Terminator. Oh, yeah. Final Destination Bloodlines. Another one. I love the Final Destination. It's like you can't see the villain. It's a force. It's an evil spirit. How do you fight that? You don't. It comes for you. It's not that they die. It's how they die. I've got all 5 Final Destinations on DVD. I do collect DVDs, but I only collect first editions. I liked any movies that starred Clint Eastwood. Yeah. Oh, my favorite Clint Eastwood movies are Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can. Those are my 2 favorites. And I like the second one better than the first. Any Which Way You Can. I liked it better than the first one. Gran Torino. I haven't seen that. I have seen where he's a United States Marine Corps drill sergeant. Heartbreak Ridge, I think they called it. He tries to. Bob Barker is from Springfield. Yes, he is. Matter of fact, there's a little historical context when it comes to Bob Barker. You know the TV evangelist Benny Hinn? The guy, that faith healer? Well, Bob Barker, I like the spaghetti westerns. Bob Barker was, I guess, high up in the Assemblies of God Church. And he discovered Benny Hinn when I think he was working, at a shoe store. Bob Barker walked in. Apparently there's some other guy who was in deep trouble and they needed to replace him. So Benny Hinn's was already active in various ministries. And then Bob Barker approached him, even with the white suit, and says, "This is what you're going to do." And so Bob Barker kind of invented Benny Hinn. Yeah, you may not know that about him, but I found that out in another video by Trey Smith. Yeah, that was one awesome. Glad you reminded me. Remember $1 Million Baby? No, I don't remember that one. Hate Sean Penn's politics, but he's an incredible actor. Yeah, sometimes I wish the actors would keep their politics to themselves. That's why my channel hasn't gone political. I'm afraid of going from one or the other because I'm not on the red team. I'm not a fan of the orange guy, but I'm not a fan of Sleepy Joe either. So I don't belong to the red team. I don't belong to the blue team. I'm not an either team. I'm an independent. I'm a lone wolf. I do what I want. I have every right to question Sleepy Joe. And I questioned the whole Donald just as much. And that's how I feel about him. I know my sister's not a big fan of Donald Trump either. I could call him the Orange Man. I mean, he is orange. Have you seen him? I can see why they call him the Orange Guy. He is orange. It's not a. I mean, if you look at him, that is his color. Let's see. I was looking at the radar here. Right now, Joplin's getting hit with some bad storms. Bentonville. Not quite Bentonville. Joplin, Missouri. Yeah, the radar. Back to Starbucks. I like reading their comments because sometimes I am responding on this other platform here. This person says her name is Carrie. Go ahead, make my day. Oh, I love that one. They made a song out of that. Go ahead, make my day. It's lots of makeup. Without makeup, his age is showing more. So, and they are not wanting him to look weak, be shown as weak. Imagine how much makeup is used. They can use filters. Oh, but if you're meeting him in real life, I can see that. I can see that. It's lots of makeup. Yeah, a lot of actors and movie stars wear makeup. You're all easy. I'm a diehard fan, Trump guy. I'm a diehard Trump guy. All people are betrayed as weak and frail. Not all old people are weak and frail. There's some real hard Trump supporters. I don't support either team. Sometimes I agree with what Donald is doing. Sometimes I don't. These tariff ideas, I'm trying to do some digging into it. And it's not really good for consumers because we don't have a manufacturing base. Donald says, I want to bring jobs back to America. Well, we just don't have the manufacturing base we once had. I don't know what planet Trump thinks he's living on. But I'm glad they put a 90-day hold on the tariffs. But empty shelves, yeah, you're not going to see that. This person says, I could think of a whole hell of a lot worse things that could happen to you in your life than your employer asking you to wear a plain black shirt. It's called a uniform. If you want to wear whatever you want, find a different job. Maybe you don't work for a huge corporation. I don't know. Laugh out loud. This is the most teenage girl kind of problem. I could think of, oh no, a large corporation won't let you express yourself through fashion. Laugh out loud. The oppression. Oh. Best to keep religion and politics out of live streams. It's an old saying anyway, in general. but it gets the most clicks. It's kind of hard to do. I don't hardly talk about religion either. I was outside, me and a polar bear bite me on the head. Best to keep religion and politics out of live stream. Yeah, I don't talk about religion because I'm not, or politics because I'm not versed in it. There's some stories I could run, but I don't understand them, so I'm not versed in the political arena. Part of the job requirements. It's not a big deal. Basically, people are just making fun of them all throughout the comment section. You know, they probably did this because someone dressed inappropriately too many times. They don't just arbitrarily change rules like this, but when they do and offer to purchase the shirts for the employees, then you do what you have to do to maintain your job. Oh, they offer to purchase them? Oh, I mean, take it out of your first paycheck. Sometimes when I see politics, it reminds me of them when they go on the way back, like the website. Most of the storms are in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. It reminds me of them when they go on the way back. Well, politicians lie every time they move their lips. Remember Bush Sr.? Not most of you don't. Well, when he lied. Read my lips. No new taxes. Bullshit. He lied. Next thing you know, we got new taxes. Liar. This guy says, in 30 years of factory work, my employers always had some kind of requirement for what was worn. Exactly. Exactly. Isn't Jesse James from Missouri as well? Yes, he is. And there is an episode of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction, that it's a story of Jesse James. I guess you'll have to look it up on YouTube. Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction, Jesse James, and I think that story should pop up. He did a very nice thing for this little old lady and saved this lady's farm. The bank was getting ready to repossess her home, and he saved her. He, I guess, before he left that morning, when he laid out all the cash, to pay off her farm. Then the lady paid off her farm, got a receipt, and as the banker was riding, Jesse James robbed him and took his money back, saved the lady's farm. But yeah, get with the program. You work for a corporation. They want a dress code. The days of looking like a slacker are right behind you now. Adhere or move on out the door. I think this is the majority of the American people. So these Starbucks employees, they're not going to get any sympathy from me. I'm just reading the comments because the comments on this article are what gives me my content. So 2,000 employees. Wow, 2,000. Ooh. I'd be replacing every one of them. I'd fire them. I'd find a reason to fire them. Job openings, you bet. Oh, I got just the thing. Oh, this just came to me just now. Not only would I fire those striking workers, but I'll replace them with illegal immigrants. I mean, they welcome open borders, right? Oh, heck. Well, you want the borders to be open. That's what you support, right? Well, practice what you preach. We opened the borders and you just lost your job to someone from another country. Oh, too bad. I just thought of that. The irony of that. They support open borders and then lose their job to someone coming across the border. Oh, wow. Around Christmas, your channel popped up. It was your great video. I lost the will to live. I felt that way and I'm still struggling. The problem with that video is I don't feel that way anymore. And that's not the image I want to put out on my channel. I need to address the black pill, yes. Address depression, yes. But it was inspiring. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're going to start live streaming every week. Like I said, we had someone take their life. And my theory on that is they call them, that video brought me here and I never left. I have to go. I got to get ready for Angel's show. Okay. My brother's getting ready to go, so we're going to have to end the live stream. I didn't feel alone is what I'm saying. We'll make more videos this week. We may do a midweek live stream. We're just going to experiment with a few programs. And it's hard to say au revoir. So, a gratin. Now, I don't have a button to push because, well, this is a laptop. So, we're going to have to end the stream. I want to thank everybody for coming. I look forward to everything. Thank you, Jerry's Piano Bar. We'll be here next week, 7 o'clock, same time as always. We're going to start doing this every week. Bye-bye. Au gratin. Au gratin.